Hollywood has been thrown completely into chaos as the inevitable conflict between the film studios and the Writers Guild of America finally reached a boiling point. The writers are on strike. They want better compensation. They want residuals for streaming. They want protection from AI. All of these different things that they are deciding we need to go on strike because that's how important we are. Now, of course, these are the very same writers who have been part of the downfall of Hollywood in the entertainment industry. When you look at the landscape of everything, it's impossible to ignore that writing has been dog shit across the board. And instead of focusing on great stories that are compelling, that are relatable to people, that entertain people, instead, all too often, they focus on their own agenda or identity politics. And a lot of productions now in Hollywood have been shut down. And in a lot of cases, for some people, it feels like it's good news, to be quite honest with you, with so much of the garbage that's coming out of Hollywood. But certainly, there is a silver lining with all of this, and that has to be the late night shows. The late night shows that have been dive bombing in the ratings in recent years. Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, all these people that have decided that they just want to push far left talking points, that's their brand of humor. That's all they do. They want to push the vaccine. They want to shit on Donald Trump. That's all these people seem to do anymore. Well, they can't continue on because they just can't do it without their entire writing team. Late night shows shutting down immediately after Writers Guild strike called. Quiet on the set. How do you instantly silence late night talk show hosts and their guests? Easy. Take away the writers who provide the words to so much of what they say and how they interact. That's the obvious conclusion to draw from the announced Hollywood sets will go dark starting Tuesday after writers agreed to strike. Nightly talk shows, including The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel Live, and The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, will all disappear as a result. Far left Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert will be among those hardest hit because they rely on vast teams of writers to craft their nightly monologues. That includes Late Night with Seth Meyers, The Daily Show, Saturday Night Live, Real Time with Bill Maher, Last Week with John Oliver. All these different shows, right? That have, either daily or weekly things that are going on that are actively being written each and every week. They're done. They're not happening anymore because these guys apparently just can't do that. And that's sad. It honestly is sad that a guy like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, whoever it is, that you need an entire team of writers to write your daily monologue where you basically just like make fun of Trump or Republicans or whatever it may be when you make fun of conservatives. That's pretty much all they do. They need an entire team of writers to be unfunny hacks. And that's one of the reasons why their ratings have been dive bombing. For years now, we've seen these guys get overtly political and incredibly unfunny, and people have tuned out. Now, there are some people, again, Gutfeld over on Fox News is doing a late night show. He's still going to go because they have writers there that aren't part of the Writers Guild of America. But how sad and pathetic is it that these guys can't, for 10 or 15 minutes a night, just go up there and talk? Just go up there off the cuff and talk about things. Maybe it might not be quite as polished or whatever, but that's embarrassing. When you look at the landscape of independent entertainment or things like here on YouTube, it's full of people who could walk up on stage and just rattle off, just talk for 10 or 15 minutes. It wouldn't be a problem. We do that in live streams all the time, but these guys can't handle it. These guys need entire writing teams in order to do that. And even some of them are getting called out, like Jimmy Fallon got shamed by a staffer for going to the Met Gala while they're shutting things down, even though he very vocally supported everything. He vocally supported the writers' strikes. A lot of A-list celebs are asked if they support the writers' strike. Jimmy Fallon said, "I wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for my writers. I support them all the way." Then you have a staffer say this: "He wasn't even at the meeting this week to tell us we won't get paid. Jimmy Fallon, please support your staff. Had fun bowling with you last week, but a fun party won't pay my rent." Well, is he just supposed to pay you for not doing work? Is that, I know that's what the writers are asking for. I know that's what people are asking for right now, but it's laughable. These guys are getting roasted. Their shows are off the air because they can't handle it without an entire writing team behind them to try to make them look funny and fail. Let me know what you think about all these woke late night shows getting shut down because of the writers' strike in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.